Good morning, everyone. This is the Hobo Prepper at I Am Friar Tuck. So today I'm taking you guys in a walk in the woods. So being a hobo, sometimes you got to find alternative means to be able to get places if you don't want to take the streets. And one of the cool things about this area being so forested is that there are paths to get you to the places that are long distance but cut your distance in half. So for example, if I want to walk down to Walmart, it's 2.5 miles if I take the streets, because I got to go up, over, and then back down. And in some ways I'm retreading in certain areas. However, with the forested area around here and hobos wanting to get places quicker, and plus, sometimes you need to be able to move incognito. And finding these little trails, especially these little hobo trails that are created around the city, if you ever need to, move around, these are some options for you if you're a prepper, especially even in an urban or semi-urban environment. So for example, Apopka has like 50,000 people, but it's real centered, versus Gainesville, which has about 150,000 people, but they still have plenty of land and plenty of space so that they can expand, which is kind of why they shoved us out here on the edge of everything. And so in each environment, you're going to have your hobo trails, whether it be back alleys or whether it be trances through the forest. So I'm taking you on one. And the cool part about this, and I keep telling the princess about this, is that because this trail ends at Sonny's Barbecue, I keep telling her, like, next time we raise some money, now that we've gotten all of our other stuff taken care of, so the next little bit of work that I get, I plan on taking her to Sonny's Barbecue for a hobo date. Now, it is what it is, but I figured it's better than McDonald's, because that's usually what your true hobo date is. So if somebody takes you to McDonald's for a date, then chances are they're a hobo, or they're very, very, very broke. But anyways, so this trail drops me right off at Sonny's, which actually cuts about a mile off of the 2.2 miles that I got to do if I wanted to go to Walmart, or if I wanted to go to the little store that's right next to Walmart. And it's a pretty nice trail. But anyways, guys, another thing I wanted to talk about is censorship. So I know that you guys know that a lot of YouTubers, especially in this genre, whether it be being a hobo or prepping or anything that really calls into question what the reality and what the narrative is, has the ability to be censored at this point in time. And there are creators that are complaining about older videos that they did that were no problem at the time, but because the political scene has changed, now their videos are getting deleted, pulled back, demonetized, and things like that. And I know that there are quite a few of you that are my regular followers. You watch every single video that I do. You always leave a like. You always leave a comment. There's a good percentage of you, at least 10%, that really truly interact with this content. And as the channel grows, that percentage, it may still be the same of 10%, but the numbers will grow of people that truly find this content valuable. And so, I have been looking for alternative means to figure out how to do it, because I know a lot of these people, they're saying, oh, I want to do this, or I want to go over to go from PayPal to this other thing, but not realizing that some of these new platforms that are coming out are even worse than what you see from places like PayPal. So this is something for you to be thoughtful of, and this is part of the research that I've done. Patreon really doesn't do a lot of censorship unless you're really going off the deep end. Now, I don't plan on going off the deep end, but some of the content, some of the things that I want to talk about are actually, they may be censored either today or at a future date. And I find this content valuable, and I believe you guys find this content valuable. So what I have, going through PayPal, I'm going to have to deal with it now. By bringing my channel more on a private end, will at least allow me to keep it out of the public eye and public scrutiny. I mean, there are still things that can be done to shut a creator down. I mean, they have more control than you actually think they do. And so this is something that you got to really be thoughtful of when you're thinking about, how do I want to keep my content going when at any time I could be completely removed, and all the work that I've done in creating, whatever it is that any creator creates, then they have to worry about that. Okay, guys, so as you see, there is a hole in the fence. So this right here behind me, it belongs to the state of Florida, Takalaki or something like that, which is their local nut ward, like their state institution. So, I mean, hey, you need to go to the loony bin. It's right next door. And then this right here is private property, but a lot of hobos stay there because it's abandoned property. And then you've got this here, which if you look right behind me, that actually says that it's U.S. forest. And I'm going to even show you guys as I go through. And as you can see, we have road. So I follow this to the end of the road, and then there's a dirt path that's been created because it's pretty much the way all the hobos go. I mean, if you follow paths when it comes to being out in the woods, I mean, or even in an urban environment like what I'm in, if a person goes down something 3 or 4 times, he starts creating a path. You can see these paths, and it will tell you a little bit of what's going on, because sometimes you can get in a bush, and I mean, you get in an alcove of trees that kind of act as like your personal shield, where you could be out there and nobody can see you. Or like what we had before, where we went into a corner where most people wouldn't go, because you see it's a path, but it looks like that there's somebody already there, because hobos had left trash at the entrance of the trail. So it acted as a deterrent for us, because when you're sleeping outside, you don't really want to be next to other hobos. So that's just something else to consider when you're walking out in the woods and stuff like that. So as you can see, there are little paths. There's a little path right there, and it goes back into there. But it's not something that's used because the path isn't really wide, and they haven't. The thing about sand is when you start walking on it, cuts the roots of the grass, and then that way you form a sand trail. And so because the dirt here is more sandy, that's something that happens. But anyways, guys, back on to topic. With what I'm planning on doing, and I'm going to ask if any of you would like to be my guinea pig. So you will see it in the community tab, and I will start mentioning it on the videos about going to Patreon and subscribing there. So here's the way it's going to work. And so you're going to see a little bit of a delay in videos. Okay. And I'm going to explain to you why. So what I want to do is, for $5 a month, which they take so many fees out, it works out to about $3 a month that I will get out of that. So you'll pay $5 a month, and you'll get first access to any new content that I create. What I'm going to do, at least temporarily, until I get a few subscribers, so that I can pay for something like Vimeo, or pay for my own hosting, because that's really where I want to get to. If you host your own content, if you go through a service provider that allows you to host and post links to the video, kind of like how you could do with Google Drive, but you'd need something that's like 200 terabytes or something like that. If you want to be able to keep all of your episodes and make sure that people can go and watch all your older stuff. That depends upon what you want to do. But I mean, eventually what I want to do is get to a storage silo. But right now I'm going to use YouTube as a backbone. So I can put it in a status where, as long as you have the link to the video, you can see it, but it doesn't get shown public. So for the first 72 hours after I release a video, what I will end up doing is putting it there for my daily subscribers, the people that are paying $5 a month. Now, the other option that you have is $10 a month, and that is for live streaming. Now, I know I've been saying I want to do live streaming, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do live stream and make it to where it's valuable. And the only solution that I have found is that the live stream will be on YouTube. It will also, and you'll be able to watch it through YouTube. But what will end up happening is after the show is done, only Patreon subscribers will be able to watch the older, the older versions of it, or excuse me, the replay. So if you're a YouTube subscriber and you show up for the live event, great, but you will not be able to watch it in archive, just so you know. And then the last tier that I have, and because I know that there are people that really support this channel, there's no extra added benefits other than the fact that, I will give you more direct contact with me, if that's something that you want. So such as my phone number and my email, so that we can talk back and forth. If you have content you want to suggest to me, whatever, that is something that you can do. So, and that is going to be about $20 a month. And, I figured I would put it like that just because, those that really want to and have the funds to do something like that, that are really like this content. Oh, crap. No, I haven't missed it yet. That really like this content, they'll actually have the opportunity to watch the content, and participate and even make suggestions, because this is everything that I do here is crowdfunded. Okay, so as you guys see, I'm at the end of the road and it goes a dirt path that way, right? But no, we're taking this dirt path right here. Okay, so so I come right off the road and it just comes right back in here, and I can walk through, and so anyways, if anybody wants to be my guinea pig and be the first subscriber, please let me know down in the comments. The 5, 10 or 20, it doesn't matter. I want to be able to start, make sure that I can work out the kinks. And if there is anything that I need to worry about, I can worry about it on the back end before I do a full-on launch. Now, I am going to start putting videos up and doing this for whoever decides that they want to come over and get early access to my content. And there are also going to be some videos that will never get released on YouTube just because of the type of content. And since and that's another thing in which Patreon offers me, is the ability to say the things that I need to say to those that really want to listen. Okay, so you're going to start seeing about a 3-day delay in videos after this. So again, if you want to help me be my guinea pig, let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to support this channel, I have a tip jar. You have PayPal and Cash App. Also, I get commission off of the affiliate links. So if there's anything there that I stand by my gear, it's done me really, really well. And also, I have, you can like, subscribe, share. Damn mosquitoes. You can like, subscribe, and share. I need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So I'll show you a little bit more footage, and I will see you guys in the next video. So as you see, the path, it kind of looks like they tried to bulldoze this, but if you pay attention, the path picks right back up over here, and you just follow this path. And part of the reason why you'll see these, it looks like the tire tracks and stuff, is because the advocates come out here into the forest because they know that people are out here, and they try and talk with them either about getting into rehab or getting into something, whether it be housing or getting their life straight or whatever. So they do have advocates that do that. Oh wow, there's somebody down there at the trail. Okay, so anyways, I don't know what that is. That looks like a bike or something. I don't know, or a cart. But that's the end of the trail, and it will take you to, it will take you to Sonny's Barbecue.